All right. Hello from Poland. This is Robert Renault Jr., 2nd of February 2017. I'm in Warsaw, Poland. Been here 9 years. It's a good country. I hope you have a chance to visit it. But it's a mixed bag. It's a little bit of everything. Warsaw is a very international, but at the same time very backwards kind of country. This whole city was blown to hell 75, 80 years ago, and they've rebuilt it. They've done a wonderful job. In these videos, I'm going to be talking about Poland, my life in Europe, my life in Poland as Tejano, how I see things. I'm from Texas. I grew up in Beeville. I was graduated from the University of Texas with degrees, well, with specializations in Spanish anthropology and archaeology. Lived in Austin a long time. Then I moved to San Marcos, got my master's. Then I began to teach in different countries. I went to Taiwan. I went to Nicaragua for a while, and I've been in Poland for 9 years. I teach English and Spanish. It's a dream come true. I always wanted to live in Europe. I always wanted to travel. So my dreams came true. But there's been a price. It's very lonely. I'm not going to lie to you. Poles, for the most part, don't talk to foreigners and not to brown ones. But they're very good people once you know them. That's the beauty of Poland. Once you know them, they'll be really, really good to you. But if you don't know them, they're not going to treat you real well. At least that's what you think, because they don't talk to you. They don't talk to foreigners. You have to know them, which is very difficult. But on the other hand, my life here has been good. I'm teaching English at a private school. And I walk around a lot, and I go to nice cafes. I married a nice Polish woman. So today's the 2nd of February 2017, Tejano in Poland. Today's topic is going to be immigrants. I work at an immigration center called the Fundacja dla Somali. What's interesting is the African immigrants that I've met, most of them from Africa, are wonderful people. They treat me so well. The hospitality is enormous. But in contrast, the Poles, they don't. It's the funniest thing. I really do think that the African Muslims that I've met, they're much better people than the Christians that I've met around the world. I mean, their hospitality is fantastic. Talking about the Muslims. They give me hugs. They generally care about each other. The worst thing about Poland, I hate to say it, is the drinking. There's also these nationalists. About 99% of the Polish people are Poles. So there's less than 1% of immigrant population here. But they absolutely fear immigrants. I would say hate. But on the other hand, it's their country. They have a right to feel like this. Plus, they were occupied by the Germans and then later by the Russians. They become very insular and protective of themselves. There's a lot of beauty. It's a mixed bag in this country. But most of the immigrants here that I've met, that I've worked with, they come from Somalia, Yemen, Eritrea, some from Iraq, some from Iran. The countries that are banned, or that will be banned, have been banned in the States. What's so ironic is these immigrants that I've met from these countries are wonderful people. I'm not just saying that because I'm an immigrant too, but my general assessment is that there is no fear of these people. I have none. They treat me so well. But on the other hand, the Poles, when they get drunk, or even not drunk, they're so nationalistic. They can be so mean to foreigners for no reason. Hatred, just for hatred reasons. I don't understand it. So anyway, I'm a Tejano here. I love it. I've been here 9 years. I married a Polish woman. I see the beauty. There's a lot of it. The nature, the architecture, the churches, the history. It's just fantastic. But on the other hand, the nationalists make it so uncomfortable for a lot of us, you know? Well, that's just the way it is. It's their country. It hurts me that the same thing's going on in the States. I wish I was there to protest, but at the same time, I live here. But I want you to understand that these immigrants that are from these countries, I've met them. They're wonderful people. They would never do anything to harm anyone. They just want a better life, just like I do. So once again, I'm coming to you from an area in Warsaw called Mariensztat. It's right behind the Royal Castle, and it was blown to hell after during the World War II, but they rebuilt it. Mariensztat has an ancient history. It used to be an all-Jewish district. I don't want you to think that all the Jews are gone. They're not. There's a lot of them here, but they've mixed into the Polish population. They don't really separate themselves. And so they mix. It's not what you think. And another message I want you to know, it wasn't just the Jews that suffered so much. About 3,000 people, 3 million people, forgive me, died that were Poles. And on the other hand, this is in the concentration camps. And I read about 4 million Roma. So the story of the Holocaust is much, much bigger than you'd ever imagine. People just don't know this. I invite you to come. I work summer camps in a place called Puławy. That's what brought me here. Every year I'm a director at a summer camp, and I recruit teachers, and we work with kids from Ukraine and from Belarus, who, by the way, are fantastic kids, fantastic, and not a heavy one among the bunch. I worked with about 300 kids last year, and I don't think there was one heavy kid. They'll do what you ask of them. They're just wonderful, wonderful people. So if you've never met anyone from Belarus or Ukraine, I want you to know that they're wonderful. On the other hand, the men, a lot of the women can be very nationalistic and protective, but it's their country. They've been occupied over and over, and they want their independence. They don't want anyone to tell them what to do. I understand that. So today's lecture was about immigration and immigrants, how I see the beauty of it, and I see the beauty of this country. It's lonely as hell here for an immigrant, but on the other hand, it's been a hell of an experience the last 9 years. So I'm going to continue making these videos and sending them to you. It's winter. My mood is a little down, as everybody's, because it's winter. Come summer, it's beautiful here. The spring is marvelous. So is the fall. The colors are incredible, and excuse me, people's moods change. Anyway, so my name is Robert Renault Jr. from Texas. I've been in Poland for 9 years. I'm going to show you some. I'm going to turn the camera around and let you see. This is Mariensztat. You can't see it very well, but the Royal Castle is behind me. And this is architecture from Poland. It's really pretty. I love being here. I feel like I'm a world traveler. So I hope you enjoyed my video. If you have any questions, let me know. Bob Renault 74 at Hotmail. I'll be looking forward to hearing from you. Thanks. Bye.